Everything wrong with Cassidy.
Ew!
Cassidy is a canonically convicted criminal in the video game Smash Bros. Lite, designed to make you ask 3 very serious questions. Number 1. How much does dexterity matter in the current meta? Number 2. Can fast attacks make up for slow movement speed? And number 3. What race is Cassidy? Does she get a full inward pass, or just a soft R? And why is she so unlikable? This is unrelated to the race thing. I will be answering all 1 of these questions, because when fighting Cassidy, the only correct question is why you didn't SD off the side of the map sooner. Let's talk stats. Cassidy is all dummy, and no thick. In other words, her stats are dumb. A lot of pros right now will generally agree that dex doesn't matter. And while they may be justified, it's important to acknowledge something else that doesn't matter. Their opinions. I don't agree with them, therefore they are wrong. More importantly, she has 8 dex, and 8 dex means 9 dex, and 9 dex means... Translation: she combo big. And this little detail means that Cassidy has the most true combos of any legend in the entire game. Don't fact check this. Additionally, Cassidy's not necessarily fast, diddy. In fact, she's rather slow. And this happens to be the only dummy thick part about her, because if you pause and listen closely during any of your matches, you may just hear her thundering calves catawampously shattering the earth below her feet from several matches away. And the only thing that smashes harder than her foot against the ground is the fist that hits your computer screen when you cue into her again. Cassidy is a pain in the Cassidy. Can I not say that? It's literally just her name. The phrasing, yeah, that took me like 3 freaking minutes to come up with. You won't even let me call her a pain in the ass. Watch this match of a boomer versus Cake.
He's orange! That's 100!
This is a lethal slice of Cass Cake, if I do say so myself. If you can't already tell from the footage, Cassidy is not a marshal. She is a menace, and she will steal your children. Don't fact check this either. Cassidy holds nothing back, and that includes her desire to yeet. Yes, that is correct. She will yeet you. She will yeet me. She will yeet him, and she will even yeet herself. So what is wrong with a legend that yeets? Well, not much, but a few things. Let's start with her hammer insig, or more accurately, the Yeeter Deleter. This thing is not a heavy attack. No, oh no. This is a light attack that kills. And combos. And is the fastest signature in the game, and used to hit grounded, but luckily BMG came to their senses. Until they buffed her other true combo. But, if we're talking about insane signatures, I can't go on without discussing her other crazy signature that has very little recovery frames. Yes, the Yeet the Seat. Because boy oh boy does the signature make you want to kick that chair faster than Sayori did. Yes, this aptly named signature is of this particular namesake, because not only does it get you back into your seat too, but it'll also make you involuntarily perform that 30-degree pro gamer incline. And that means it's time to sweat harder than a sinner in church. Startup, eradicated. Active frames, immeasurable. Recovery frames, non-existent. Bloodlust, insatiable. And this allows this sick heavy playstyle to be legitimate from 10, all the way to the highest level of play. Need some more convincing? Then don't take it from me. Gosh forbid your cankles you do that. Here's some choice words from some other fellow content creators to show that Cassidy will yee your ha harder than pro player matches their keyboard at Worlds.
As much as I like to say, just get better at movement and punish people who are spamming a signature, right? This character right here, Cassidy, has got a treat for you. Even at the highest level of play, this spamming style, it's basically not spamming, it's just playing Cassidy.
Now, Cassidy. She is a very interesting character. And when I say interesting, I mean cancerous. You like to use SIGs. You like to use SIGs a lot. You are the literal embodiment of frustration, and you get pleasure from that frustration. It is something you enjoy immensely. You love it to your core. You think about how you've made so many people angry and how they try to add you on Steam afterwards or on PS4 and see you there.
And that brings us to our third and final problem. Cassidy is a lying podcast murderer! How did I come to this conclusion? Well, I had a lot of questions, and I needed answers. Out of options and out of brain cells, I went on a mission to discover why Cassidy is so unlikable, and why BMG decided to put a half-baked paddywhack into their game. This is Weaver, formerly known as the Dong Smasher. Weaver's one of the greatest Cassidy players in the world, so who better to contact than him? I decided to go undercover, as myself, to figure out the solution to the staphylococcal debacle. I figured if anyone would have information for me, it'd be the Dong. Unfortunately, he saw through my disguise, and as I should have expected, like any Cassidy main, as far gone as himself, he turned hostile. I had to take matters into my own hands, my own investigation. Now you may be asking, but Steph, how is she a liar? How is she a murderer, Steph? Oh, well, just slow down there, partner. Just give me a howdy-do moment. Just give me a moment to explain, won't you, partner? Look at her lore. She's wanted for dereliction of duty, harboring a fugitive slave, aiding a known criminal, and attempted murder. The last one is what I want to focus on, though. Attempted murder? I don't think so. Look at her face. Seems pretty normal, right? Well, a little unattractive, but normal for the most part. Now look at this one. That's Cassidy. Just a new hat, right? Wrong! The nose is different. The mouth is different. The ears are different. This can't possibly be the same person. Now look at this one! Does this look like the Cassidy we all know? This is a white redneck chick! This ain't no Cassidy! Look, I know what you're all thinking. This guy is crazy. Just a redesign, just a way to fix her messed up face. But no, there's a lot more to this story. I'm not just talking looks, people. This is a mask. This is a mask to hide it, albeit a much needed one. Cassidy has seen some very dark days. It's a mask to hide the fact that Cassidy is a murderer. You see these two people? She wanted to take their place in Valhalla. Look, I know they're already dead in Valhalla, but who writes the rules? Clearly Cassidy. Don't believe me? Just look at the cowboy code of the West. Number 3, always finish what you start. Number 4, do what must be done. Number 11, murder's okay, my name is Cassidy. If this doesn't sound like the code of a rampant killer, I don't know what does. Look, I'm not saying that Cassidy's a broken legend and that no one should play her. All I'm saying is that anyone who does should be tied to the back of a horse and dragged for 13 miles across the Great Wild West so they can feel the equivalent of my pain. Is that toxic? My editor's saying that's toxic. So this was supposed to be a rant. I don't know what it became, other than a very accurate and well-researched video on the dangers of Yeehaw Girl, and I hope you enjoyed it, or at least learned something about how rootin' this shootin', tootin', Vladimir Putin, futon girl is. Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you loved it, subscribe. I figured if anyone would have information for me, it'd be the Dong. Unfortunately, fudge. I figured if anyone would have information for me, it'd be the Dong. Unfortunately, fudge. Look, I know they're already dead in Valhalla, but who writes the rules? Clearly Cassidy. Don't believe me? Just watch. Don't believe me? Just watch. Hey, stop. Wait, I'm never gonna forget it. I've been tumbling through these thoughts, mind climbing up on trees, but now I can't climb down. I'm feeling lost, I can't complain. At least I still can feel the same. And I never want to be the one to tell you how to feel. It's a little complicated when not everything is real. Why can't you stay? You got so much more.